Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on? You wanted this team to stick together, right? You got your team, you got your wish. You got the same team, right? They're not having any problems, right? Right? Riyadh, Riyadh, Riyadh.
Man, get off of me, man. I have no patience right now and you're in my ear chirping. I'm going through a lot as a Riyadh fan right now. Have some little goddamn fucking sympathy.
My bad.
Hey, man, let's just talk about it. God damn, because if you keep doing that, I might fucking punch you.
Hey, you're the one always talking about optic, right? Optic this, you take advantage. If you could, you know what they say? If you dish it out, make sure you could take it. That's what they say in Pakistan.
But the thing about optic, right? You guys make it to at least second place. We're fucking struggling, right? I can't even hide it anymore. I'm a little worried, but I'm not too worried, right? But look at this clip that's, spiraling around, as they say.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you the reason, okay?
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Enlighten me.
Are we not talking, dude? Not when?
This one all on green. All on the green, boys.
Damn, I would have
all on
been
green. We did the Dick Smith.
You know why this happens?
Want all of them green.
Hold on. You know why this
Want
happens?
all of them green.
You know why this happens?
Why?
This happens when there's no true leader, right? There's no person who's leading the charge, right? That's the issue. This stuff happens when there's no true leader. And that, who do I blame? I blame the management of Riyadh. I blame the coaches. Unfortunately, I have to blame Clayster. When you don't say, guys, out of you four, this one is the leader, right? And he's in charge. Every championship DNA team strives off of one leader.
Right.
OKC Thunder, Shea, their leader. Back in 2013, Miami Heat, LeBron James, right? There was still all-stars, D-Wade, Chris Bosh. But who took charge? LeBron James, Golden State Warriors dynasty. They're all all-stars.
Right.
But who took charge? Stephon Curry. This is what irritates me
Is
about
it
this.
Stephen or Stefan?
When he plays great, he's Stephon, right? But this is what's the frustrating part. In that organization, in this locker room of Riyadh right now, there's no true leader and there's no identity. So it creates chaos.
They're at not only an identity crisis,
Damn.
everything you just said is spot on, right? I'll give you, not spot on, I'll give you 92%, right? But that's an A minus. What I could say is, you add that on top of them being tested for the past 2 weeks, right? What does that do to team morale? What does that do to player retention, right? Identity crisis comes about it because some people already, maybe Pred, maybe Cell, Exit's going to stay, right? Maybe Kismet, maybe all of them. Some of them probably already had their bags packed. They were like, shit, they're going to kick me out after these tests of whoever the hell they tested, right? What happens to team morale when they come back? They're playing off of frustration.
100%.
Now also, when they start playing again, when they start playing again.
Fuck nah, you can't make a point after you just fucking ripped the seat.
I didn't rip the seat. My leg moved. That was my leg, and this mic catches everything. I think that was outside, right? Outside of my anus. What I could say is, when they are making that type of morale depleting move, right? Whether it's management, the CEO, when they come back and play, what does that do to a player?
Dude.
He's like, now I got to play for myself.
Exactly.
I'm not going to play for a team because, once again, yeah, maybe the bag's fucking nice over there, right? So you don't want to lose that spot on Riyadh. But when you really think about it, when they come back, they're all like fucking nervous to have a negative KD. They have to perform on their own now. They're not thinking about the team and the win. They're thinking about individual stats, right? Because they're at an identity crisis. They don't know how to play together right now. What they got to do is step the fuck back, accept that happened, let go of that little bit of the past. I know it was like 2 days ago, but it's the past, right? Even a minute's the past. Right when I just spoke, that's the past. Right. That is the past right there.
But take it easy. Because I might put you in the past with an absolute bloody knuckle, as they call it. Or in my hood, when I grew up, a knuckle sandwich. So take it easy, but keep going.
Right, but remember, when I'm on that type of flow, the next time you do that, I might reciprocate what you just talked about you were going to do to me. But that's pretty much my point, is now they're playing very individual because they're in fear.
And I would love to piggyback off of that, if you don't mind. In the individual performance, that's very frustrating because a true champion and true greatest of all-time players stem from winning.
Right.
And winning comes from being selfless.
Right.
So when you don't have that identity of a selfless player, you're
Right.
gonna struggle because you're
Right.
constantly worrying about yourself. And when you go, hold on, right? I gave you a lot of fucking time, and you need to hold the fuck on, right? You know what? Shake that head like a bobblehead, right? Don't piss me the fuck off right now. My team is struggling, and you're out there doing some fuckery, right? But I'm gonna tell you, when you can let go of the idea of like I have to play for myself, I promise you, you will win every time.
Absolutely.
And that goes from the greatest. And I'll give you a prime example, and I'm going to speak in Call of Duty terms. The prime example is that MW2 or MW3 team, Optic Gaming won champs, right?
Absolutely.
When you see the from the beginning of the season to the end of the season champs, you'll see this type of character development from all four players. And that has to happen in the Riyadh organization. And it starts from the coaches. And I do want to also say one thing. This right here.
What?
A lot of the comments
Okay.
was blaming Exton. They were
Look.
like, sorry, why is Exton telling them what to do? He's the worst player on the team. This one got me right here.
Okay.
The only non-world champion
Okay,
trying to
look.
tell two world champions in a one whatever.
Right. Look, I understand where these type of comments are coming from. I get it, but at the same time, that is not a like I understand those three have world championships under their belt, right? They have a major or two or three, right? But at the same time, in this case, that also doesn't give like for example, if I'm the one that yeah, obviously I'm going to be listening to the three players that probably have a world championship at this, but if I'm part of a team and I'm four people, I'm going to listen to all my teammates,
Of course.
regardless of thing, because why? That builds chemistry. Should they know their place and certain people should take more advice and probably read the, certain situations better? Sure. If I made a mistake, I own up to it, even regardless of how much rings I got or I don't got. But we as a team, your team, not me. I don't know why I said we, right? They shouldn't go, like, people shouldn't comment that type of stuff. Clearly, they probably never played sports before. Look, it's like, for example, if you had MJ on your team, Jordan, right? Even though he wants to win badly, at the end of the day, he's trying to also make sure everyone else is on the same page too, right? And for example, I'm pretty sure Jordan's the type of person, like, I get it. He was vicious about winning, so you didn't really have to tell him, hey, you got to do this to win, or I need you to win. So if someone else, even without, like, let's say a new person came on the Chicago Bulls at that era, and he probably seen something that can improve the team, he should be able to say it.
Yeah.
And Jordan, as a great player, he's going to accept that criticism, scope, understand it, and implement.
I agree, but I do want to say this one thing, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I'm going to say it because you cannot. I hate this he's a world champion narrative.
Right.
I fucking hate it because it doesn't make sense in Call of Duty.
Yes.
The reason I say
Yes.
that is because if you win in if you're a world champion in Call of Duty,
Yeah.
it doesn't implement that in the next Call of Duty, you're a world champion, you're a world
Yes.
champion, you're a world champion. This ain't fucking basketball where
Right.
the rim stays the same and the court stays the same.
Right.
When it comes to Call of Duty, the game, and every year it changes. The mechanics are different. You have new metas, you have new guns.
Yeah.
So that world champion from last year, he ain't the same fucker that won the world champion.
Right.
So if a non-world champion is going to speak his mind, better fucking listen if he's speaking facts.
Yeah, if he's speaking facts.
Yeah.
Now, if he is making brain dead plays and he's not doing the right thing or he's not at the right spot at the right time and he's costing or scamming, then I understand. I would hear him out, but I would also check him too, right?
Yeah.
But if he's speaking facts and you are, let's say, scamming at that moment, even though you're a world champion on a completely different team, right? Call of Duty's about a game. It's a game about four people clicking. Pred, Dashi, fucking Kenny, and Shotzi.
Fuck kind of optic fan.
Hey, they clicked. When they moved Kenny and Pred, they went elsewhere. What happened with those two world champions? One of them had
Yeah,
two.
exactly.
His fucking spot in the league's completely gone, one of them.
Exactly.
And this guy right here, he's not
I
performing
hate
up to
that
par.
world champion
And then
narrative in Call of Duty.
Kismet had the subliners at the
Yeah.
time. Him, Hydra, and
It's just-
who else? I
Yeah.
don't even remember that team. That's 99 kills on a team that clicked. COD is about putting four people, regardless. They don't, even if you put the top four players in the league right now in one team, they wouldn't win it all.
And here's the thing, and as a Riyadh fan, I think this is the best thing that could have happened to us.
Right.
Because I love this passion that's coming. And I love this energy and this fierce, right? I didn't even fucking flinch on that weak ass elbow, right? But I love this. I love this. As a Riyadh fan, don't put your head down. Keep it up because this is just the beginning. These fights, these arguments, these disagreements only creates warriors. And when you come with a group of warriors, I promise you, Joe Deceives will never open his fucking mouth again.
I
right?
didn't see that.
Yeah.
But
So stay in your fucking lane, right?
Whoa.
You're staying. You know, I'm not even gonna speak my mind.
I'd be
because
careful
because
with
if
Joe.
I was Pred or somebody, holy
But I'd be
fuck,
careful with
right?
Joe.
They wouldn't let me in the league for a week because I would, put
Right.
a lot of people to sleep.
I know, but
including
here's the
the
thing.
lunch lady.
I've heard about Joe. There's some rumors. I did research on his past. He used to be in the MMA.
I'm not fucking scared.
So I would
right?
I would be careful. He used
But-
to fight heavyweights.
With that being said, I promise you, Riyadh fans, keep your head up because we're winning this minor tournament. Mark my words. And if you guys don't mind dropping a like, comment, and subscribing, let us know down below in the comments. Are you excited for the future of Riyadh? Peace.